Greetings, family. What's going on? It's Cornelius with Too Smart to Be Broke. I want to thank you for coming to the channel today. I'm actually going to be talking about the modern day Sou-Sou, and I'm going to be showing it visually to maybe help you, because I know sometimes it's challenging looking at the flowers and the elements and things like that. So I'm going to give it to you from a more simplified perspective, at least my perspective, and hopefully you can pick it up a little bit easier. So be sure to check out the content, share, like, subscribe if you're interested in anything dealing with business, credit, generational wealth, making money online, things of that nature. But enough of that. Let's just go ahead and let's get into it. Okay, so first things first, I want to say that this is a family, friends, and share modern day Sou-Sou. There are many different types of Sou-Sus. I won't get into the history of it right now, but they have been around for a while. Okay, a lot of Caribbean peoples do it. A lot of actually different races, nationalities, and groups of people. They really do it in a community privacy setting. Family, friends, and share. That's why you have probably heard about this until just now. Okay, so moving along, what I want to actually speak about it from the standpoint of this freshman, sophomore, junior, senior. A lot of us are familiar with this, whether it's through school, mainly college or high school. So for the purposes of this video, which is just entertainment purposes, all right. So freshman, okay, we'll equate the freshman to a fire position. We'll equate the sophomore position to a air position. We'll equate the junior position to the earth position, and the senior position to the water position. Okay, so let's go ahead and move forward. So week one. Hey family, I want to apologize. I was putting this together late night and I realized I did make some typos later in the video, and just in reference to the names I created for the visuals. So forgive me for that, but hopefully the message still gets to you well received. All right, thanks. I'll actually put a visual up so you can see the difference, but let me just get into week 1, 2, 3, 4, and then I actually start breaking down visually what's going on for you. All right, so week 1, freshman's gift $500 to senior. So when you're coming in as week 1, you're a freshman, you're going to gift $500 to the senior on that campus. All right, so week 2, the sophomore is going to invite 2 like-minded freshmen to that campus or to that school. Right, so week 2, sophomore invites 2 like-minded freshmen, and those are the main 2 requirements. All right, keep in mind there are all different types of Sou-Sus. It doesn't have to be $500. This is just one of the most common forms. All right, so week 3, you're going to actually move up, and in week 3, this is just from my perspective. Now, you're going to be a junior, and then as a junior, you're going to make sure that the sophomores are actually getting their freshmen to come in and make sure everything is flowing properly. All right, so because if you did your job properly in week 1 and week 2, and everybody duplicates the process, everything should be good. But you want to be sure at week 3 in the junior position, everybody is on top of everything. Okay, and week 4, finally, when you do get that graduation gift, all right, from the 8 freshmen that are coming in at $500 a gift, it'll be a total of $4,000. So freshman's gift senior, all right, and that's when you're in the same position. But let me go ahead and give you the visual. Okay, the first visual, I did a chart just based on the colors here, so you can see it: freshman, sophomore, junior, and senior. But maybe some people actually need it like this, so we're going to do it like this. Freshman, sophomore, junior, senior, and you can see it all the way around the visual, right? So some people actually work better with names, and I like this actually because it'll be clear to see, all right, in your mind. So I want to actually do is just show you this, all right? So we can all see here that the freshmen are coming in, which are in the red, are going to be gifting to the senior at that time. All right, and that senior gets their graduation gift. In this case, it will be Jada, and then Jada graduates, and for the purposes of this particular video, she be completed. She's done. But if she wants to go back, that's another video I'll make about that as well, because some of them do become reoccurring. But let's go ahead and go to this next one. So I just wanted to go back to this. All right, so we see here, and I like to work backwards on this just because I feel like it gives a good overview or insight of how we got to this point. All right, so everybody follows the same process in the Sou-Sou or in this class. All right, so when Jada came in, all right, Jada was once a fire, all right, and then Jada moved up to the sophomore, and guess who she invited? invited Will and August, and their job is to invite 2 people apiece as well. Okay, so August invited Future and Usher. Okay, Will invited Beyonce and Jeff. All right, and then once again, Jeff invited Vivian and Phil. Beyonce invited Kelly and Michelle. Usher invited Chili and Aaliyah. Future invited Sierra and Russell. Okay, so everybody has to invite 2 in order for this to keep growing. So I just want to plant that seed. So that means even all 8 of these freshmen will end up invited to. All 4, and that means everybody else has invited 2 as well. Okay, but to be clear, there's only 15 spots on any one school or flower or whatever they're doing nowadays. All right, there's only 15 spots available. Okay, so that means when the senior gets their gift, that next week Will and August are looking to get their graduation gift as well. But since there's only 15 spots, what happens is August will have to create their own flower, and Will have to create their own as well. Okay, so pretty much if we're gonna go here, and I said flower, but you know what I mean for the purposes of this video, say class. All right, so I want to go here, and then when I go here, what I want to do is pay attention to this is what happens around week 3 when Will in August, they need to go into this classroom, but there's only one slot available, so they have to split into their own. All right, so what that means is Will is now in the senior position, and so is August on his own right. But who are the students surrounded around them? If you actually go back and look here, all right, you realize that Will invited Beyonce and Jeff. Okay, and so if we go over here, Will is actually right here in the senior position, and Beyonce and Jeff are actually right here, coming right behind them in the junior position. And then we go back again, we see that Jeff invited Vivian and Phil, all right, and Beyonce invited Kelly and Michelle. And then we go back, we realize that, oh wow, Jeff, who invited Vivian and Phil, is sitting right here, right behind them in the sophomore position. And Kelly and Michelle is sitting right behind Beyonce as well. All right, and if you look at August, it's going to be the same thing. Okay, so August invited Future and Usher. So you go back to this. August invited Future and Usher. Then you say, okay, well then Future invited Sierra and Russell. So you say Future invited Sierra and Russell. All right, and then you say Usher invited Chili and Aaliyah. All right, and now the only way for Will to get his graduation gift is Phil, Vivian, Michelle, and Kelly all have to invite their 2 people in. All right, their 2 freshmen in to gift the senior, and that is how that cycle is complete. All right, for that particular cycle. All right, and then some structures have it to where you can re-gift and get back in. But like I say, I want to keep it simple and not do too much, but kind of break it down, because I know a lot of people have trouble with this split. I just want to keep in mind that everybody has to bring 2 people, so the community is going to be forever flourishing and thriving. And 15 people are the capacity for any classroom, campus, or any flower. All right. With that being said, let's just go on and backtrack right here. You can see that Jada's was gifted by all of the freshmen. All right. You see where they stand. And now, now it's time for Will and August to get to that point. And now they have to, they're surrounded by everybody that they brought in. Okay, and that's why they create their own actual school here, or flower, for the purposes of the popular one that's going around. And this is how you can have 15 people in, and then you actually can have $8,000 paid out, because, and the truth be told, the freshmen coming in are just a reflection of who Will brought in, and then the people that they brought in, and now the people that they're about to bring in. So keep in mind that if 8 people have to by that next week get 2 people, that's 16 people. So that this will actually have to keep on duplicating and growing the community. And I'm just going to close it there. Hopefully I didn't ramble too long. Oh, before I go, you can look down in the description, and there'll actually be a link that you can go to if you're interested in learning more about Sou-Sus. And you know, I'm good in my community right now, but you know, as far as if there's like-minded people that's interested, there's a screening process, and I am currently in a $500 one and looking to get into a couple others. So if you are interested and you know, just let us know. But you know, look, it is do it or don't do it, and you will be screened, because we don't just want to let anybody in to the community. So anyway, I think hopefully this was helpful to you, and let me know if there's anything you didn't really fully understand, and I'll make a video maybe describing it better. Okay, thank you for your time. You're too smart to be broke. Peace.
I'm too smart to be broke. I'm too smart to be broke. I'm too smart to be broke.
Where's the money?